Hey, thanks for checking out this week's Good Advice. I hope you are doing well this week. I hope your business is doing well this week. This is the weekly newsletter where we talk about something top of mind that ideally is going to help you and your business. Started out as a blog and now been doing some video content. I'm not really sure which one I'm going back and forth between, but for now, it's really easy just to hit record on the video and talk about whatever topic I'm talking about. So today we're talking about the power of niche. We've talked about this several times actually, and yet it continues to pop up again and again and again in the sense of niche is something that I think a lot of us in business knows. We know it's important, and yet it's so difficult to actually niche out your business. This is for two reasons. One, I think as business owners, it feels bad to say no to business outside of that niche. It feels bad. It's almost like you feel like you're saying no to opportunities for your business by saying, I only go after this market. And that's really not how niching out really works. We're not actually talking about purposely eliminating business. We're actually talking about being hyper-focused so that you can replace that business with your target audience. And so for those of you who you typically have a scarcity mindset, you have a fear-based mindset, it's like, where am I going to find more customers? You might change that mindset. And more importantly, if you're not getting enough business from the niche that you've chosen, maybe you've hyper-focused too much. You know, if I choose, I'm going to help business owners who sell staples and only staples, not all office supplies, staples and only on, the street near my house. I'm going to have a pretty tough time finding a business that does that. And if I do find a business, you better believe I'm going to go all in on trying to sell to that customer. So I think one thing is like the fear of loss. I think the second thing that makes niching out really difficult is it's hard sometimes to really know who our customer is. And this might seem a little counterintuitive. It might seem a little awkward, but really thinking about your business, a lot of times things are crystal clear in your mind, but then when you start to talk about it, it becomes a bit vague or a bit unclear. So like, for example, if someone's like, Blake, what's your niche? And I say, well, small business owners. In my mind, I know what that means, but to the average listener, more importantly, a potential buyer, what they hear is, okay, small business, there are tens of thousands of small businesses just in the state of Arkansas. It could really be anyone. Or a person I heard sharing today at a weekly pitch event, she said, my niche is women, but also men. So sometimes we think in our mind it's very clear when actually it's very expansive, it's very vague. I heard someone one time who said their niche was men and women who use the internet, which is, okay, everyone. So it's actually not a niche. So understand this for a minute. The point of a strong niche is to focus your business and focus the direction on your business. It doesn't have to be throwing at a dartboard what's going to be my niche. My advice to you would be instead to look at your customers, look at the ones that are most profitable, and look at the ones that you've made the biggest impact for. That is a strong potential niche. So rather than I'm going to choose a niche and hope it becomes something, do a little business, grow your business, and then pick your niche out from the people you've sincerely helped. That's how I found my niche. That's how I figured it out myself. And more importantly, I guess the last bit of advice is make sure you pick a niche that's actually profitable. This is more of an issue with service-based businesses where, we want to help people, we want to serve people. I remember the realtor who told me that his niche was basically newly married couples right out of college. And I was like, well, you realize they're probably going to have any money, right? They're probably going to be able to afford a house, right? And he's like, yeah, but I really want to give back. Like, I remember being in those shoes. And it's like, I get that, but how are you going to run a business that way? And for me personally, I remember when I first started my business, my niche was brand new business owners. It was fresh entrepreneurs because I was one of those and I really related to it. The problem is business owners who have no customers really don't have a lot of money to hire my services. So it wasn't a great niche for me. Think about these things, and if you have great advice on how to pick a niche and really to maximize your business according to your niche, I'd love to hear about it. You can send me an email at blake@goodadvicecoaching.com. Also, stay tuned. We're going to have an episode where we talk about this more in depth on the podcast later this week. That's this week's Good Advice. I'll catch you later. See ya.